Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda. Welcome back. Hope you've all been having a good week so far. Today we're doing the CCT 52 challenge for Caroline at Caroline's Craftery. She's here on YouTube and on Facebook. If you don't know what that's about, every week she picks 5 prompts and we're to make something with the 5 prompts. If you don't have something, then just exchange it for something that is, close to it or what you interpret it to be. Like bubbles, you can use bubble wrap, you can use anything like that. I don't have anything, so I'm going to use these little dots. I don't know, they're from Stampin' Up, or actually these ones are from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to use those. So the prompts this week are dictionary, door, bubbles, envelope, and ink. So every week it's the 5 prompts, and then you just gather your stuff and then you just create with them. And so if you're playing along with me, grab your stuff and let's have a play. Just set that aside. So I have these little dots for my bubbles. They're nice, beautiful colors. And I have my doors, and this I had downloaded some doors onto my computer, so I just sized it to what I needed, and then I printed it out. And then I have some dictionary page here, and I actually circled the word bubble. And then I have my envelope. It's just you can make your own envelope if you want. You don't have to have a ready-made envelope. And this one just happens to fit just enough into my journal, so I'm going to use it. And it's one of the bigger ones. This one is, my board is kind of washed away. 7 1/4, I think, by 5 1/4. So 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. So it's one of the larger sizes. And I just usually pick up bags of envelopes from Michael's. I have not done that for quite some time, but when I find them at the thrift stores, I do pick them up. So I'm wanting my envelope to go this way. And what's nice about the envelope is you can just fill it with a bunch of stuff as well, which is really nice. So I'm just going to do that. And all I did was ink the front. So I'm going to use my ground espresso ink. And I'm just going to have a play. So as you know, I'm in Alberta, and there are a lot of fires going on. And today, our skies are overcast and reddish orange from all the smoke. And we're not near the fires. It's just that the wind shifted, so now the smoke is going throughout the province. So. And I know there's fires in BC as well, and yeah, I just pray for everyone to be safe. And I'm just going to emphasize these lines. Why? I don't know, but just like that. And I don't have to worry about the other side because of the flap, because you're not going to see it. So I'm just going to ink everything up, and then I'm not going to ink the tops because I think I need to trim them. Yeah, they're telling everybody to stay in the house, close up your windows. So now I'm wondering if I'm just going to trim off the top just because I think it's a bit too long. And then I'm going to angle my sides because I'm going to put them underneath the paper, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same at the bottom. Just corner them off, and I'm going to just do a slight trim at the bottom as well. I might as well make it look a little bit even anyway. There we go. And then I can ink the top. And inking could be anything. You could do, you could use your oxide ink, and you could spatter ink all over, you know, anything like that. All right, so what I was trying to decide is whether I'm going to put this slit in the paper and then attach it to my envelope. That's what I'd wanted to do anyway. So I'm just gonna grab a pencil and make a mark. I could probably just put this over top of the page after I cut the door, but let me see. So I have my little ruler, got an X-Acto knife, and I just had my little ruler. That's how fast things disappear. Oh dear. Put something somewhere, and then, yeah. So I'm thinking that's the center of it. I'm just trying to gauge where the center of this latch is. So I'm going to, and that's another reason why I cut it down, because the door goes from top to bottom. Oh, why aren't you coming out yet? There we go. Put the lid on. All right, so we have our door. Now I'm just gonna see if I just do it this way, just have this over top of it like that. And I just want these to be hidden. So I think that's what I'll do, but I want to make sure I cut it properly to fit. So it's going to be like that. Just like that. And then I have these two little fairies, and I thought they would go as a closure to close it. And then I have a couple of little Velcro things. So what I'll do, I'll work on the doors first. It just seems easier to do that. So I'm just going to put them side by side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue one side, and then the other side will have the Velcro, and that'll help keep it closed. Yeah, just had to make sure. There we go. So I hope you've been enjoying the challenges. They've been so much fun. I enjoy doing them every week. And then this will go like this. I'm going to try and make them as straight as I can anyway. And then these, these were just squares. I don't have tiny little dots. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the squares small. And then I'll just attach. I'll attach these two pieces together, the top and the bottom. And then I'll just peel off this plastic stuff. They're very, very sticky. And I have two of them because one at the top and one at the bottom. It'll give it a little bit more structure, I'm thinking. Just cut this. A little fiddly, but come on. There it goes. A little bit fiddly, but what do you do? Just have to take that off and straighten it out a little bit before I attach it to the other side. All right, so now I'm going to take off the plastic if it lets me. Excuse my reach. Grab a pokey tool and we'll see if that helps any. Yep, there was one. Sometimes they're a little finicky. There we go. All right. So then I'm gonna, before I put it down, I'm gonna try and make sure that it's straight. Oop. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty good. And then they'll come apart and then they'll open. So once you start working it, then it'll move a lot better, but we're going to attach it onto here. So put it on our envelope first, fold in our pieces, and I'm going to leave the envelope as the craft because I will be putting the bubbles around as well. So yeah, I think that'll be good. Now I want to fiddle with it, but I'm going to try not to, and I'm just gonna, there, just do that. Okay, let's get this attached. I'm going to ink around it just at the top for now and the bottom because I do need to do some trimming. All right, so I'm going to glue. In my mind, it's working, so we'll see. I'm going to glue this down. Center it or not, it doesn't matter really. But I'm just going to set it there. Oop. Little excess glue. Well, at least I know it won't come off, right? There we go. So then when we open it, and then we will put this in the center. So I'm just going to mark it because I need to trim. And then I'll just use my ruler. and that can go right there. Just like that. So I'll just finish inking around my edges. There we go. So you know these challenges, they don't take very long. So they're just quick little fun crafts to do, and what a way to fill your journal with lots of goodness. And then having the doors, it's kind of fun too, because you can add ephemera pieces in there and then close up your doors and have everything inside. But that's that part anyway. And let me just, I have some oxide ink here. It's Distress Oxide. And I'm going to use that once we get our bubbles on. And they should be sticky enough, so if not, I can always come back. Like if I see that they're coming off, I can just come back and then just start adding some bubbles. And I love that they're multicolored and they're pretty. I hope I've been on screen all this time, because my goodness. And then come down here in the other corner and add some other color. So cute. And then I'm just going to add one on there. Why not? It's just cute. I mean, you could go crazy with these things. They're just... Oh, that's darling. All right, so I wanted to... I don't have an ink block here. A stamp block, I mean. So, I'm just going to grab one quick. Oh, goodness. Oops, things are falling. Just a stamp block, and with my oxide, it's Rusty Hinge. And I'm just going to attach it there. And I'll spritz it with some water. Grab my brush. I do have a paintbrush here. Oh, there's my fan brush. Excuse my reach. It's just a fan brush. I got it from the Dollarama. I'm just going to add some water to that. And then I'm just going to spritz it. Spatter. It just adds a really nice color. And then, of course, I have to clean up. And there, I don't know if you can see the color. The lighting in here is not great, but, and then you just have to remember to put it aside and let it dry, which I'm not going to do at the moment. I'm going to open it up, and I'm just going to add a little bit in here as well, just to be consistent with it. But this little sprays, well, they travel. There you go. You might be able to see it better there now. It's like a rusty orange kind of color. Just grab a wipe so I can clean that off. There we go. Move that for a second. We'll just move that aside and grab in our journal. And oh, look at how chunky she is. Holy moly. Just need to find a spot. I had found a spot before, but then I wanted the envelope the opposite way. So let me just close it up. It'll dry. So there, and it fits perfectly on there, which is good. And then, so I'm just going to glue this section onto here, or you can put it over your page, which might be better. And then you can just add glue to your corner and maybe a little bit down the edge, and then you can have a tuck spot there and a tuck spot there. And then it would still open up. So, I think I'm going to do that. I like that idea. All right. So let's, just going to hold it in place and just do it this way. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue down the edge of the paper. Oops. And then hopefully you can see that. Just adding glue to the tip. Doesn't need a lot, just enough to hold it onto your page. And then I'm just going to tuck it over, just like that. And then let's find something here. And then you have a tuck spot here, you have a tuck spot there, or you can put something long in there, you know, whether a bookmark or something. So, oh, that turned out pretty cute. Let's just move all this stuff. And then we can have a look. All right, so week 20. It's crazy how fast the weeks have been going. All right, so let's open our doors. So we have dictionary, we have our doors, we have our bubbles, that's these for our bubbles, our envelope, which is our base, and I've inked all the edges of everything. And then in here, we have a huge envelope to start adding some goodness to. So why don't I do that? Here's I think this is the last piece of my snippet that I had sewn together. That can go right inside there. And then I have this little card that I made. That can go in there. And then I have one of the Tim Holtz dolls. That can go right in there. And you can just keep adding. I got a playing card. It hasn't been altered or anything, but it can go right in there too, just like that. And there is our week 20 for Caroline's Craftery. I hope you enjoyed that one. That was a lot of fun to do. Hopefully you've been playing along. And if you're just new to it and it is week 20, you don't have to worry about going to the first one to catch up. You can start right here and continue on. You can do any of the weeks that you want. You don't have to do them in order. If there's some weeks that you don't want to do, then don't. It's okay. There's no rules. You know, it's just something to have fun, try new things, put new things together. It's just that. It's easy, fun, and it's just for you to enjoy yourself, right? So I'll link Caroline's YouTube in the description box. You can go and check her out. She has lots of wonderful, wonderful videos. She's on Facebook, Caroline's Craftery, Journals, Crafts, and Friends. That's her handle. She's also on Instagram. And you just post what you make, and the end of every month she puts your name into for a draw to win a free digital kit. And yeah, so if you do 4, I believe if you do 4 of the challenges, your name goes in the 4 times. And I'll find out if that's true from Caroline, but I'm pretty sure that's what she had said. All right, so thanks so much for being here. Thank you to all of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Take care. God bless. Bye for now.